NCERT solutions for class 9 math. We are in chapter number 13, surface areas and volumes, exercise 13.2, question number 9. The question has got two parts. The first part is a very easy part. All we have to do is basically plug in these two data into a formula, do the computation and find the answer. So let's wrap that up in 1 minute or so. And then let's move on to the second part. It's a very interesting part. It's quite a bit of a trap in it. We could get an answer which is incorrect. So let's go about it slowly. Let's start with the first part. Find the lateral or curved surface area of a closed cylindrical petrol storage tank whose diameter is 4.2 meters and whose height is 4.5 meters. We need to find the curved surface area of a cylinder. What's the formula to compute the curved surface area? 2 pi RH. If nothing is stated about pi, take pi to be equal to 22 by 7. Do we have data for both these things? The height is given, which is equal to 4.5 meters. For calculation's sake, I'm going to write it as a fraction as 45 by 10. This makes calculations that much easy. The formula contains radius, whereas we have data about the diameter. The diameter is 4.2 meters. Radius is half that, which is 2.1 meters. I'm going to rewrite the radius also as 21 by 10 meters, both for calculation's sake. So having got this, we have the radius, we have the height. Let's plug it into this formula, compute the curved surface area. 2 times pi is at 22 by 7 into the radius, which is 21 by 10, into the height, which is 45 by 10. 7 gets cancelled with 21 to leave us with a 3. 45 into 3 is equal to 135 and I multiply that with this 2. So this entire thing is going to be a 270. 22 times 270 divided by 10 times 10. The 10 gets cancelled with 270 to leave us with a 27. 27 into 22, which is 27 into 20 plus 27 into 2. 27 into 20 is a 540. 27 into 2 is a 54. So we get an answer which is equal to 594. So numerator is 594 divided by 10. So the curved surface area is equal to 59.4 meters square. So part 1, very simple. We wrapped it up probably in a minute or so. Quickly summarize it in a printed form. The diameter is equal to 4.2. So computed the radius to be a 2.1, which is 21 by 10. Height is 4.5. Finally, the curved surface area works out to 59.4 meters square. Let's move on to part 2. Find how much steel was actually used. If 1/12 of the steel actually used was wasted in making, we need to find the steel actually used. Let's first get around to understanding how much steel got converted. What went into making this storage tank? What went into making the storage tank? The area that was made into the storage tank would have been nothing but the total surface area of the cylinder. What all does that comprise? That comprises the curved surface area, which we have computed the value to be 59.4. There is going to be a base which is a circle, so its area is pi r square. And it's a closed storage tank, so it's going to have a top lid whose area is also going to be equal to pi r square. The radii in both these cases will be nothing but the radius of the cylindrical tank, which is equal to 4.2 divided by 2, 2.1 meters. So I computed the curved surface area, one part done. Let's compute the area of one of the circles, double it to get the two areas. Area of one circle is pi r square, as we mentioned. Pi is at 22 by 7. Radius is 21 upon 10. So r square 2 times 21 upon 10. We are multiplying it twice. 7 gets cancelled with 21 to leave us with a 3. 3 into 21 is a 63. 22 times 63 upon 100 is the area of each of the circles. 63 into 2 is a 126. I'm just going to write that bit here. 63 into 20 is 1260. Sum up these two, you're going to get an answer which is 1386 upon 100. So the area of each circle is equal to 13.86 meters square. So we know the curved surface area, we know the area of each circle. So 2 times this added to 59.4 should give us a total surface area. Curved surface area is a 59.4. 13.86 is the area of one circle. So for two circles, it's going to be 13.86 into 2. 13 into 2 is a 26. 0.86 into 2 is a 1.72. So this number works out to 27.72. So this bit is 27.72. Let's add that to it. 27.72. 2, 11, carry over the 1. 10 plus 7, 17, carry over the 1. 5 plus 2, 7 plus 1, 8. So 87.12 is the total surface area of the cylinder. What actually got converted, the area of the steel used that got converted into the cylinder is 87.12 meters square. Some of this calculation also in a printed form. Area of circle is pi r square. R is 21 by 10. Each circle area is 13.86. Curved surface area is 59.4. So total surface area is curved surface area plus 2 times area of the circle, which works out to 87.12 meters square. Let's go and find out what we'll have to find out. This is not the end of the story. This tells us what got converted into the cylinder. Something was wasted. What was wasted? 1/12 was wasted. 1/12 of what was wasted? 1/12 of the actual steel used was wasted. So let's say the actual steel used is x meter square. We wasted 1/12 of x. So what was left is 11/12 of x. This is what got converted into the storage tank. What got converted into the storage tank is nothing but the total surface area of the tank. So 11/12 of the actual steel, x is nothing but the actual steel used. 11/12 of x is equal to 87.12, which is the total surface area we computed in the last slide. Quickly run through this once more. Let's say x is actual steel used, which is what we'll have to find out. They're saying 1/12 of actual steel used was wasted. X is actual steel used, 1/12 of x was wasted. So how much got actually converted? 11/12 of x. What got converted is nothing but the total surface area of the cylinder. So 11/12 of x is equal to 87.12. So x equals 12 upon 11 into 87.12. This number 8712 incidentally is divisible by 11. 8 plus 1 is 9, 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 minus 9 is a 0. So it's divisible is something that I know. So how much is it? 88 I know is divisible by 11. This number is 0.88 lesser than that. So 87.2 is 0.88 lesser than 88. 88 upon 11 is an 8. So 8 minus 0.08 is what it's going to be. This number will cancel out to leave us with a 7.92. 12 into 7.92 is nothing but 10 into 7.92, which is 79.2, plus 2 times 7.92. 2 times 8 is 16. 0.08 lesser, which is 0.16 lesser. So that's going to be 15.84. So this will add up to a 4. 8 2s are 10. We are left with a 1. 10 plus 5 is 15 and then 95.04. So x equals 95.04 meter square, which is the total amount of steel that was actually used. How much was wasted? 1/12 of this was wasted. What finally became the cylinder is 87.12. Quickly summarize it in a printed form. 1/12 of the steel actually used was wasted. So 1 minus 1/12, 11/12 of the steel actually used got converted into the tank. What got converted into the tank is nothing but the steel used to make the tank, which is the total surface area of the tank. So 11/12 of the steel used is 87.12. Steel used is 95.04. Where could one have gone wrong? I said there's a trap in this question. The trap is that many times when we finally finish this question, we'll say that 1/12 was wasted. What went into making the tank? We'll say 87.12 went into making the tank. We'll think that 1/12 of this 87.12 was wasted. And we would have said that 1/12 of the total surface area was wasted. So how much steel should have actually been used? 87.12 plus 1/12 of the wastage, which will give us an answer which is 94.38. If you got this answer, it's incorrect. Why is it incorrect? Because 1/12 of not what got converted was wasted. 1/12 was what was actually used in making the steel in the tank was what was wasted. So x was used to make. 1/12 of x got wasted. So actually what got converted is 87.12. So this is the mistake that we tend to make in this question, and you would have arrived at this answer if you made this mistake. Watch out for this. This interpreting the meaning of the sentence is the crucial part in getting this last bit of the answer right. If you got this wrong, probably you would have lost 1 mark. You would have got mark up to the stage of computing the total surface area. Before you leave, do a couple of things. 1. Sign up for online coaching for NCERT Class 9 Math at online.maxtute.com. Takes 3 steps and a maximum of 5 minutes to get you started. And sign up, subscribe to this channel, youtube.com/maxtute, and spread the word about this channel to your classmates and friends.